Good evening, wet shavers. Tonight we are going to be discussing what the word is on Ginger's Garden. So please stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and roll that intro and get right into it. Alright guys, so welcome back to the Shaving Tulsa, and this is your host Timmy Two Shaves, bringing you guys more content. And for tonight, we are doing my first soap review. Now, this is a really awesome thing, a really awesome opportunity that I was given by Ginger's Garden. Irena over there at Ginger's Garden is fantastic to talk to work with. She is great at doing a few different things with wet shavers in the community. She's very socially active. That's one definite point in her favor. The other thing is she does what a lot of other artisans don't do, which she will try to match a soap and an aftershave to maybe a favorite scent that you have, whether that's Fahrenheit by Dior, or maybe that's a custom scent that you really love that you want to send to her and see if she can duplicate. She is known really well in the community for being able to duplicate scents and to duplicate them really well. However, she does have her own line of products and scents that she has created that might be homages to certain things, maybe nostalgic things like in the instance of this soap, or her own unique takes on some classics. But she does offer various formulations. She offers a tallow formula, and she also offers a vegan base. So you do have options there if you do prefer vegan. She does have that. For the purposes of this video, I was sent a tallow base to try to test. Now, she was very generous on the products that she sent on over to me. She had sent me her chocolate orange. Now, she did allow me to choose which scent profile that I most liked. I am a big fan of citrus. I know this almost comes up in every single video that I do, but you guys know that I'm a huge fan of citrus. And so as soon as I saw chocolate orange, I absolutely knew I had to try it. I didn't even remember at the time what this was an homage to until I got it. And then as soon as I smelled it, I'm like, honey, you got to come over here. So Tiff came over and I had her smell it, and we're like, don't you recognize that scent? And she's like, yeah. And we were trying to figure it out, and then we realized it's an homage to the chocolate oranges that you can buy around the holidays, like at Walmart. I used to get those a lot. I used to get those for a friend of mine. He absolutely loved the chocolate oranges that you can get in those little boxes. This smells exactly like that. So if you're a person that really likes certain scent profiles that you want to reach out to her for, or if you see some really interesting scent profiles on her website, you might want to definitely take a look, because the scent profile strength on this is very good. That is another point in her favor, is that the scent profiles that she does are very unabashed, they're unafraid, they're very much right there. So you're not getting, in my opinion, a weak scent profile. You will be smelling this on you for a while. The projection and longevity of this particular soap, to me, was very good. And when I used it with the matching Aftershave Splash, it was even better. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into the Aftershave Splash, then I'll go right back to the soap itself. The Aftershave Splash is very interesting. I had a friend that had tried this Aftershave Splash. It wasn't for him because he felt like it was a little too sticky. She did send me a disclaimer letting me know that you just got to work just a little bit. In your hands, that stickiness will go away. It's just an attribute of some of the ingredients that are in here. For the ingredients, you have aloe vera juice, witch hazel, which I think is fantastic, because if you guys know, you see my shave of the days, I'm usually almost always following up with some witch hazel. I absolutely love this stuff. I believe it's absolutely fantastic and a must for a lot of you guys. If you have a sensitive face, or maybe you suffer from a lot of dryness or anything like that, it really tightens everything up, and I feel like it really replenishes back into your face. So it was nice to see that this had witch hazel in it. FDA approved alcohol, water, glycerin, propylene glycol, fragrance, menthol, benzo, can't pronounce it. But all in all, I really enjoyed this. It's not particularly my favorite, but I didn't have any problems with the aftershave lotion, splash, whatever you'd like to call it. It's just simply labeled aftershave. Another thing, and another point in Ginger Garden's favor, is the fact that both of these are covered in waterproof labels. I feel like with the market so heavy with different artisans, a waterproof label is a must. There is no reason in this current market not to have a label that isn't waterproof, considering what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with people that are shaving. You're gonna be in the bathroom. These are gonna be laying around. Usually when I'm messing with the soaps, I open the tub right up, I put the lid down, and I start messing with the soap. Water gets everywhere, and oftentimes it'll saturate the lid. So if you're sending me a product that doesn't have a waterproof label, I'm gonna probably ding you for that. That's just how I am. So presentation on both of these is really nice. I really like the bottle. I like the nozzle that flips up to dispense the product. It's very nice. It's very clean. I don't have to worry about opening up a bottle, the restrictor, anything like that. I just squirt as much as I need, and I know I'm good to go. So big props on the Aftershave Splash. Now for the actual soap itself, I have the tub right here, and I'm going to go ahead and do a test lather for you guys just on my hand today to kind of let you know how it lathers up and what it looks like. So while I'm talking, we'll go ahead and get that started. But overall, the big takeaways that I have from this soap is the scent profile. The scent profile is absolutely fantastic. And if you're a fan of seasonal scents, which if you guys have followed me for a little bit, for a hot minute, you're gonna know that I'm a big fan of seasonal scents, then this might be something that you want to look into, because this is one of her seasonal offerings. Now, as of this moment, I checked her website and it was still on offer. Speaking of websites, while I'm getting this prepared and lathered up, I'm going to go ahead and post right now her current website, and this will just take you through. It'll allow you to see what the website looks like. Now, this was a dock against Ginger's Garden currently, is that the website is not very user-friendly. It was difficult navigating, difficult finding where to find product, and in my opinion, it doesn't look up to the same snuff that we might see from other artisans. Now, I understand that this is a all put on by Irena over at Ginger's Garden, so I completely understand that. Me setting up my own website, I'd probably be in the same boat. But with her popularity in the community, how well she is known, and just the price of her products, I would recommend revamping the website to make it a little bit more user-friendly. That way you can attract more people there and keep them coming back and make it easy to place your order. And this is another thing that I found with Ginger's Garden, kind of bringing that subject up, is that as far as I'm aware, you cannot purchase Ginger's Garden soaps, aftershaves, or products anywhere other than the website. So whereas a lot of artisans have deals with Maggards or West Coast Shaving or even Amazon, the only place that you can purchase these products are directly from her website, or you can message her on Facebook and potentially even Instagram, and she'll set up a PayPal invoice for you and get you started. Now, coming back into the actual shaving experience itself, you guys can see I've already preloaded my brush. The cool thing about Ginger's Garden soaps is it does not take you a lot to get started at all. This soap will go a long way, and if you had seen from the tub earlier, you get 5 ounces worth of soap, and that is a complete 5 ounces. There is no opening up the top of the tub, which I know for some of you is going to be a negative, because you do like a little bit of room to build up your lather. For me, I do not build the lather from the tub. I merely load my brush from the tub, and then I usually use a lathering bowl to build that lather, so it doesn't bother me as much. But for some of you, that is going to be a detriment against Ginger's Garden. But I did think it was actually kind of cool opening that tub and seeing all of that product in there. You just don't see it very often. But one thing that I did notice is the product starts getting pretty decent lathers pretty soon and pretty quick. And from what I've seen from Ginger's Garden, is it can take, at least their tallow base, is it can take water. I would gradually, like you would with any other soap, just to make sure that you have the right density of the soap, just gradually add that water. Don't get too crazy with it at the onset. But it should not be difficult for you at all to get a good looking lather. And this is only after a few seconds and a little bit of addition of water there, but you're going to see that we're getting a pretty good lather started here. I'm just trying to currently get the peaks and the density that I'm looking for, and then we're going to do a hand lather. That way you guys can kind of see and I can tell you my impressions of the performance. Now, I have used this product multiple times, and I've messed with the ratios of the water. I've messed with different bowls and different methods of lathering, face lathers, bowl lathers. I usually like to use this particular bowl when I'm showcasing how a product lathers because it usually gets me the volume that I'm looking for in a particular soap, so I can really showcase what that lather looks like. But for my live shaves and stuff like that, you're going to kind of see we're getting peaks here. It's looking really good. Just work out some of those bubbles. So if you're a person that likes volume, this is going to be something that you're going to want to look at, but we're going to get into some of the negatives here. So I'm going to go ahead and brush on a good amount of product here. And for the sake of this video, I want to, of course, let you guys know the kind of brush that I'm using. I'm using an Omega synthetic bore. And I really like this brush. I love, love, love the fibers on this brush. They lather things up very well. I've been testing it with various soaps, and I've been very pleased with the results. So you're going to see here that we have no problems in regards to that lather. The volume of lather, getting a lot of cushion there, plenty of lather, and that's just from a few seconds of whipping that up. So that didn't take long at all. Now, this is where I'm going to start getting into the negatives. So I can already tell you about rubbing this together, is you can kind of see how it's starting to dissipate and go away. And that's just by rubbing my two hands together. There are other similar products at similar price points where I don't see that type of performance. I don't see that from Paragon Shaving. I don't see that from Irena and Evans. Both of those, for Paragon Shaving, you can purchase product like that from Amazon, and you can purchase it from their website, but that is, they're based in Canada, but the product price is still $19 in US dollars. So you can get that on Amazon to your door for 19 bucks. So similar price point as to what this soap's going to run you, which is $19.99. That's on the upper end of the price point spectrum as far as what I'm usually willing to pay for a soap, and especially one that performs where I feel like this performs at, which is lower on that spectrum. Irena and Evans, $17.99, and that is, if you guys saw my video for the best of 2018, that was my favorite soap of 2018, and many will share my opinion on Irena and Evans. Fantastic base, fantastic product. It's great. People love it. But there are a lot of people that absolutely love Ginger's Garden. I'm not saying that you shouldn't look at Ginger's Garden. Their scent profiles are fantastic. Their offerings are great. She is great at her duplications. So if there is a scent profile no one's offering, you know you can reach out to her and she'll whip that up for you and stay in communication with you. She's great about that. And she's very good about supporting the community. So if you're just looking to maybe give back to an artisan, definitely look into her, because she is a wonderful person to work with and to deal with, and I was very happy to receive these products from her for a genuine review and impressions. But I will say that as soon as you wipe off the soap and you wet your hands, there is almost no residual slickness. The post-shave is not that satisfying. And though I receive some of these products for free, though I receive some of these products to give my impressions on and to showcase on my YouTube page and on my Instagram, I want to be 100% honest with you guys as I'm reviewing these, because how are you going to know the products that I love from the products that I'm kind of meh on or just absolutely do not like, if I just praise everything that I get because I may get that product for free? That doesn't do me any good, and it doesn't do you guys any good. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't look at Ginger's Garden. This scent is great. My girlfriend loves the scent. The performance for me is just not there, especially at the $19.99 price point. If she updated a few things, so she updated the website and she also updated the prices of her products, like the soaps, I could see this being a much more feasible product for one to go ahead and invest in. But initially I had reached out to her because before I had discovered the Stubby Buster line with the Resolute for Fahrenheit, I was recommended to reach out to her for a great Fahrenheit duplication because I really wanted something to go along with my cologne. And she did offer to do it, but the matching aftershave and the soap was going to be around 45 bucks shipped. And that was way high. And without having tested her products before, I wasn't willing to shell out that kind of money. until I had really gotten a first-hand impressions of her products. And though I really do like the scent, this is probably not one in particular that I would pick up, just because of the price point. $19.99 for soap, for 5 ounces of soap. Now this is 5 ounces worth of soap, but for an ounce less, you can get Paragon shaving, you can get Irena and Evans within that same price range. Both of these are tallow bases, so I'm only comparing against other tallow formulations with other artisans. These are either at the exact same price point or cheaper, and you're getting a much better performance out of these 2 soap bases. That is not to say that I did not enjoy this soap while I used it. I did, but I'm becoming more about that residual slickness. I'm all about that post-shave feel. And especially as I've been testing a lot of vegan-based formulations, I've been very surprised at how much I've really enjoyed vegan. I've found a lot of really good vegan-based soaps that give a fantastic, almost unmatched post-shave feel. So this was just my impressions video of these products. I wanted you guys to kind of see some of the lather that we're building up here. Like I said, if you're someone that's all about volume, this is going to build you up some volume. I mean, look at that. Ridiculous lather, and this is a ridiculously good brush and a great bowl, but this lather doesn't disappoint. It looks great, and it's got that shine that you look for in a lather, in a good soap. But those are just my opinions. Your miles may vary with Ginger's Garden. I think you should definitely give them a try, take a look. I'm not 100% sure if she does offer samples, but if she does, take a look. You might find that you absolutely love the product. It might be your favorite one that you've ever tried. Highly encourage you to go take a look. But at the price point, I can't say that I personally would go out of my way to buy that product when we've got so many artisans out there at varying price points and performance ratios that there are other artisans within that same field, the tallow, the price, performance, that I could go with elsewhere that just give me a slightly more rounded experience as far as what I'm looking for as a wet shaver. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will include a link to the product, the aftershave and the shaving soap used in this video in the description box below. So feel free to go take a look at those products and her other product lines as well. And definitely don't take my word on it. Go look on the forums, go look on the pages. You're going to see that she is praised by a lot within this community. And I definitely feel like she deserves it for her involvement and for her willingness to communicate with others alone, especially for what she's doing, which is what no other artisan is doing. Duplicating scents individually for the wet shaver, the consumer that's interested, which I think is fantastic. She's very receptive to community feedback, and she's always looking for it. And I think that's something to be praised. So definitely go give her a look. Guys, I'm going to be doing more of these product reviews, and I'm going to be trying to do these in this format where I do a hand lather. I might even do an occasional shave with some of these products, but I figured to really get these product reviews out, I'm going to be definitely trying to showcase these a little bit more outside of the shave, so that way you guys can get a more rounded and comprehensive experience. And I'm also going to show you how to navigate through some of the websites for some of these artisans, so you can get comparisons on how are you going to be able to buy these products on a regular basis. What is it going to look like from beginning to end with your experience with this particular artisan? And I think that is extremely important. Also along those lines as well, I will say that these products did ship very well packaged. That is something that I also do take a look at when I'm working with artisans, is how do they send me the product? Do they take pride in their product, and do they want to make sure that it arrives to me safely? And I can say that these products did arrive very well packaged, and there were no problems whatsoever. So thank you so much, guys. If it's not for you, I wouldn't have and be doing some of the things that I'm doing. It's just a lot of fun, and I like sharing it with you guys, and I think you guys appreciate it. So definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. What have been your experiences with Ginger's Garden? I hope you guys look forward to more of these product reviews coming up soon in the future. I've got plenty more to do, and I will talk to you guys later.